All right. Hey, Creighton parents. My name is Sean.Samon. I am your student's eighth grade ELA teacher, and I wanted to give you guys some information that you may find helpful as we continue this school year in the virtual setting. I hope that everyone has had a smooth transition into virtual teaching, and I hope that this information will be helpful. Okay, so you should be able to see my presentation. First, who am I? This is actually my first year teaching at Creighton. This will be my fifth year teaching altogether. I worked at Rti for 4 years teaching seventh grade ELA. This is my first year teaching eighth grade. So I'm really excited about the differences that I'm going to be experiencing this year as far as my teaching and my curriculum goes. And I'm looking forward to working with your students. And by the way, I just want to apologize real quick for any mistakes that I'm going to make as I'm talking. So yeah. Um, as far as course info, I have a syllabus or course requirements document, and I have a frequently asked questions document within your student's class notebook. That can be found in your students' team channels. Um, if they click the class notebook tab, you'll be able to find that it is in the folder called content library. So in that folder, you'll be able to see all of my school-related policies, such as late work, making up assignments, that type of information. I also have a frequently asked questions document that I think would be very helpful. I sent that out in the introduction email that I sent at the beginning of the year, but if you need to go back and look at that, you will be able to find that in your student's class notebook. I do want to talk about a few things that may be a little different than other classes that your student has this year. So first, I am teaching two classes of English 1 and two classes of eighth grade ELA. All students, no matter what class they're in, are expected daily to read daily independently from a book or a text of their choice. Each day for homework, they are asked to read for at least 20 minutes. Like I said, a book of their choice. They can choose what they're interested in reading. And if they would like to read articles, I know some of my students like articles instead of books, they can do that too. But they should be reading every day. And so I've given each class a challenge of a certain number of books that they need to reach by the end of the year. This is not a mandatory requirement. This is just something that they can use to challenge themselves and push themselves to read more than they would normally read. But the only requirement that comes with the daily reading assignment would be for them to read each day for homework. And then for bell work, the next day, I ask students to write a response to whatever they read the day before. So they normally have about 5 to 7 minutes each day to respond to what they read. As long as they're keeping up with that daily, then that grade should stay at around 100 if they're following all the requirements and the rubrics that I've given them for those writing responses. That grade will be a major grade, so a summative grade for each quarter. So it is a big chunk of their grade. It's important that they are doing that. I would encourage you to ask your students to share what they're reading, what's the title of their book, who's the author, what's the book about, and have those conversations with them as often as you can so that you can see that they're reading each day as well. I want to talk quickly about RTI time, which is from 2 to 3:45 every day. So my students will be coming to my RTI during their scheduled RTI day. So if they're in my A block, they'll be coming on Mondays during that time. B block will be on Tuesdays, C block Wednesdays, and D block is on Thursdays. During that time, they can get extra help or support with any assignments that they're working on or assignments that they have missing or late. I will often be doing reading conferences with students individually during that time as well. It's important that they attend this when they need to or when they're asked to by me, so that their grades can stay where they should be and that they won't get behind in their work. If you have any questions about anything that I'm asking them to do, parents are also welcome to come to RTI for a little bit. If they have any questions, you can also always email me. And my email is on the school directory. It's sean.samon at richland1.org. And so you'll be able to find that online as well. Um, I wanted to talk about class notes, where you can find that. I know that some students struggle with taking good notes, and so I've decided to make it easier for students during this virtual teaching time. And so I have a copy of every set of notes that I go through in class, and that is in my class notebook, or your student's class notebook as well. So if they go to their class notebook, they can find all notes in the handouts and notes folder. And so they should never be telling you that they don't understand the content, or they can't find the content, or their notes aren't good, because they can always have my notes in their class notebook. And I'll keep doing that until we come at face to face completely, if that's an option for the school year. Online textbook, I will not be using the online textbook, at least not soon. So there is no information about that textbook right now that I've given to your students. If your student needs more support and you think that utilizing that textbook is important, then I will be able to give you that online textbook information. But for now, we're staying away from the textbook. If in the future I decide that we will be doing some things from that, then I will definitely let you know, and I will let students know during class so that they have all those login informations. And due dates. I've had a few parents email me about due dates and when they're expecting their child to turn in work, or when they should be expecting their child to have something due. The easiest way to figure out a due date for any assignment is to go to your students' team channels and to go to the assignments tab at the top. When you click that, I will have a due date for every assignment. You can also see those due dates on the parent portal through PowerSchool if you want to look at that. Also, if you ever have any questions about something specifically, you can always email me and I will get back to you. On a That's pretty much all I need to talk about. On a personal note, I know that this is a challenging way to start a school year. So I want to make it as easy as possible for you and your student. If you have anything that you think would help your student, if you have anything that you need me to do that I'm able to do, I will definitely do that. Please reach out to me. My students know that they can always message me, and I will always try to respond as quickly as possible. But I really hope that you are having a good experience with virtual learning. And if I can do anything to make that easier for you, I will definitely do that. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.